And here she is, in all of her beauty. This right here is my first sketchbook. I know, it's not exactly a sketchbook. It's a beautiful 70-sheet wide, ruled, one-subject notebook, 10.5 inches by 8 inches, 26.7 centimeters by 20.3 centimeters. Beautiful yellow notebook. Not an exact sketchbook, but the reason it's my first sketchbook is because this is where I started keeping all of my drawings in either the 4th or 5th grade. I'm gonna say somewhere around there. Enough stalling. I'm gonna open up the book. Oh, so right here you can see Free Horse. You know it's Free Horse, the title of the piece, because it says so right down here. I don't know how many of you guys used to do this as a kid, but suns in the corner. Yes, I'm wearing my pajamas. Suns in the corner, must have. Wasn't sure how to draw a horse nostril, so I'm pretty sure I may have just used like the circle from like maybe another piece of paper and made that into an out. Same with the eye, it looks like, because they're the same consistency compared to everything else. Moving right along. Oh, backsides of pages were always for like artwork that I didn't keep in. I didn't draw it in this notebook, but I wanted to keep all of my art in one place to show off to people. Again, sun in the corner. I believe I put the... Yeah, okay. I put the title of this on the other side. Anybody have any guesses as to what young Kitty may have called this? If your guess was Evel Lady, you are correct. Anything else was wrong. I'm sorry. Sun in the corner. Sun in the corner again. I really liked specifically this kind of sun. I don't know why. Oh, look at that music store without an E. Bookstore without an E. Oh, and this, I don't know if any of you guys can read that. That says ABBA. That was an ABBA record because my friend was a huge fan of ABBA. We're actually still friends. Friends since elementary school. Let's see what this one says. This one's just called Stores. I'm gonna just slowly flip you guys upside down. Stores. Ta-da! And this one was named Cinderella. This one I actually wrote on the front, which is new. And was also looking like it was on a post-it card. Or a post-it note. I guess this is a continuation. You have her with her evil stepsister, or ugly stepsister, and Cinderella, who doesn't look that much prettier, but you know, in relativity, she's the prettiest of these three people, I think. I guess that's up to debate. This is her, I think, running, and then the transformation back into Pumpkin? Not really sure. Still called Cinderella, though. Then there's this one with action and romance. Just romance. I wouldn't suggest going to this showing, but I'd go to the action showing. Just don't go for the romance. I heard they did some terrible things to their leader, Caesar. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. This is called Opening the Tur. Moving right along, we have the tree. This is the tree. You can see it's fall based off of all of the falling leaves. Oh, and this, I don't know how many, again, I did a lot of classic things as a kid. These are the swirls of wind, which, like, as a kid, like, I always thought, like, it was based off of Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night, like those swirls in the sky. I actually don't know, though, technically, if that's true. I just assume that's always where these swirls came from for wind. Flip the page, and we have this. Anybody have any guesses for, oh, I'm already showing you. Getting ready for school. I get points for creativity, and I get points for sticking by how I thought store was spelled. There was not going to be an E in this. I assume this one's called Music Store, and I would be right. This is Music Store. This here, Best Concert of Your Life, coming soon in 2010. Who's excited for the year 2010? I'm excited for the year 2010. Oh, I can't wait for it to come. This one's just dubbed Concert. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. I mean, I don't know why it wasn't dubbed Best Concert. I guess I guess in the year 2010, concert didn't really live up to being the best. It was false advertising. Here is obviously a bedroom with the teeniest little kitty. It's such a small little kitty. And again, for my friend, giant ABBA. Oh, I found where the missing E went in store. Bedroom with an E. So, take that as you will. So, and just tiny kitty. Ooh, we've already rushed to the end. What do you know? All right, who has any idea what this one's called? I'm gonna assume it's called a very dangerous playground, because this looks like a tower, like Rapunzel Tower, and over here there's just a broken one. I don't know who's letting their kids in that one when this one appears to have broken so easily. But you know, oh my gosh, it's not named. Oh, unless this is its name. Go ahead and write in the comments section what you think this name is, because, oh, now we're doing math. I think this is subtraction, because these are way too big of numbers. I have no idea if this is right. I'm not going to mentally try and do this. 1 and 2 equals 3. No plus signs, no minus signs. You just gotta figure out your math for yourself. You gotta just know your teacher's brain to know if you're adding or subtracting. Writing out those symbols. Now, unless you're doing word problems, in which case the plus is necessary. Best plus gift equals love. I mean, sure, why not? Aw, here's another drawing. If you can call it a drawing. This looks like a jail cell cage and rope, maybe like a bunch of bed sheets tied together. Again, answer in the comment section if you guys ever like have this eureka moment where you're like, oh, I know what you drew here. Just go ahead and write it. Aww, look at this. This does not look like my handwriting. I did not write this. I think this was my dad. But this may have been like the first ever Dungeons and Dragons sort of keeping track of things my dad ever introduced us to, where he was like, okay, I'm gonna like put you guys through a one shot. Gregory only had 1 gold piece. Vanson had like 200, but he spent some. And Shikad ended up doubling the amount of gold they had. Good for them. Oh, I must be reaching middle school age at this point for adding in numbers to, or letters to my numbers. Ooh, that's my name. We're gonna blur that part. That's fine. But this is, my sister taught me this. How to make maps. All of these actually have a solvable way out of them. If you wanted to pause any one of the, oh, I think this one just shows you straight up how to like get out of it. But if you wanted to pause the video and try and solve any of those, I would especially recommend it on this unfinished one, where you have no way to get out. I mean, unless you just count like getting to one of these ends, this end, or I think, oh, this one. There's multiple ways out of this one. I believe the ending part was going to be right there, though. Oh, and here is some Spanish. Yo di mi clase de español soy mi simpática. Las chicas en mi clase de español son muy simpáticas. Los chicos de mi clase de español son muy simpáticas. I think I just kept writing the same thing over and over again. I may or may not have been paying attention in Spanish class. That may or may not be utter gibberish. I was never good in language classes. And that's basic. Oh, did anybody else do geocaching? My family loves geocaching. That's why I'm asking. Obviously, the first day of geocaching, my oh my goodness, my family and I for dramaticness used our DD GPS or DD. OLD. They just really, the O and the L are really close. Our old GPS. Second day. We didn't need the word on, that's fine. The second day of geocaching, my family and I, ellipses for dramatic effect, did nothing. Oh, so I was trying to design D&D monsters at this point in my life. This one is just a total ripoff of Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Anybody who's played that game knows that's exactly how they say it in the title. It must be that dramatic. This is based off of the Plagued Fiend. Again, always that dramatic. Early stages of fan art of the game I played. This is when I started getting into anime. This is also when I started realizing, like, artists do skeletons of their characters. This was around the time where I decided I couldn't draw. You know how everybody's always like, oh, I'm so much better at drawing stick figures than, like, anything else, or the only thing I can draw is stick figures. Well, I decided to piggyback off of that idea and make a whole comic based around stick figures. Never got finished. I only, like, really drew the ending panel, because, like, I knew how I wanted it to end. And then the middle and beginning part just kind of got skipped. You can see he's, like, going into tar. I also tried to make up my own language, but he's speaking English. Don't know how that broke through. And here he's confessing his love to this girl. This is a girl, in case you were wondering. She tries to save him. He's like, no, goodbye. And thank you. He gets a lot of last words. He's like, I love you. Goodbye. Thank you. And now he's finally gone. And the man just had a lot to say. And now she can suddenly speak correctly and says, I will not let you die in vain. And this is definitely middle school. You can tell by the line quality. It's gone way up compared to where I was. Appreciate the bone structure of this long, gangly arm. And I think these are cookies. So if anybody wants cookies, I mean, feel free to grab one. Oh, I think that's it. That's the end of the sketchbook. She doesn't have a back, because that thing got destroyed a long time ago. This was my first sketchbook. The start of something that would become a huge hobby of mine. But everybody starts somewhere, and that's really why I wanted to show off my first sketchbook. I mean, no offense, but I wasn't any sort of Pablo Picasso drawing these amazing things. The only reason I got as good as I've gotten, and hopefully will continue to get better, is because of things like this. Right here. So go out and draw today. I mean, most of us are stuck in quarantine anyway. Have a blast. And, you know, if you feel like it, I have social medias. You can go ahead and @ me and show me your art. I gotta go. So bye. Hey guys, and welcome to the end card. I decided instead of doing a joke of the day, I know you're all gonna miss my terrible puns, but I thought what would be fun would be to show off some artists in our very small community who decided to draw me as a way of saying thank you very much for taking the time and thinking that, like, I would be a fun thing to draw. Thank you for the birthday wishes and just for taking the time to watch my videos. Anyways, everybody stay safe with the coronavirus, and hopefully I'll be seeing you next week with another animation video. Bye!